rise up, brothers and sisters, boys and girls, kings and queens, friends, frenemies, and you agents. My name is Brother Marley. This is the Senegambia One channel. I came to you today because I had watched a video last night, which started playing on my mind until today, right? We spoke previously about the time when I was involved in a train crash because a man decided to kill himself by parking his car across the train tracks. And so it got me into a conversation about, mental health in general. And this is kind of like a case study, something we could be looking out for, something that we could all be looking out for as the signs of um, a man who is struggling with depression, a man who is struggling with his mental health. Okay? So have a look at this video and we'll talk afterwards. There we go.
You say the only people in your life who haven't stolen from you are your kids. Now that you are an adult, now that at least right now you're out of basketball, are you searching out other people to build adult relationships with? Or are you or has everything that's happened in your life been so difficult?
You want me real with you?
Yeah.
I don't leave the house. I play basketball and I go home. I don't care what y'all do no more. Like, all I care about is playing basketball all day. I go home and I try to talk to my kids as much as I can. I don't see them as much as I can because I'm not traveling as much no more. I don't know what to expect when I leave this house no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk to nobody. You know what I'm saying? I've reached out and I've reached out and I've reached out and I've reached out and I've reached out so more that I gotta die with some kind of dignity.
B, that's not sustainable. Like, you too young, bro. That's not sustainable, bro. You can still play ball.
So
that's not sustainable.
So I can come up here and I can tell you somebody else's life and I'm willing to do it. Hold on, I'm gonna turn my head backward. I'm gonna put a smile on for you and I'm gonna, like, bro, I'm gonna
You
tell
don't gotta put nothing on for me. Like,
or I can just sit back and I'm gonna tell you what it is. Like, I'm not, I know that's not sustainable, but at the same time, like.
All right, just stop there just a second. So this young brother, so what he says is he goes out and plays basketball and comes back. Plays basketball, comes back. Doesn't go anywhere, doesn't do anything else. That there is an example of a man who is dealing with mental anguish already. You see, what's weird? But what's weird about life in the 21st century for men is that what is expected of us is for us to provide, to bring in the money. Now, while you're living in a system where the amount of money you make is worth less, so even if you made 50 grand 20 years ago, you were doing very, very well, very, very well. You make 50 grand today, you're a scrub. You ain't nothing. You're nothing. So it's like the goalposts have been made smaller, but the expectations are still as high as ever. And if your husband, if your boyfriend, if your brother, if your uncle, if your cousin is a workaholic like this dude, trust and believe that he's finding the only way that he knows to deal with his mental anguish. You see, it's like we live in a world where we're seen as there's no value to us unless we are providing, unless we are bringing something to the table every week. And if we're not doing that, then what's the point of us? You know, that's the kind of conversation that goes on about us. And as a reflection of that, it's a conversation that goes on in our head as well. When I was running Motu, I would go in early and I'd finish late. I'll go in early, open up the doors for everybody, let the staff in, and many times I will close up. Sometimes I wouldn't close. Sometimes, let the staff close up. But I was there a minimum of 10 hours every day, 7 days a week. A minimum of 10 hours. So we're doing like 12, 13 hours, 15 hours if we've got like a program happening, we've got like an event happening. And I was doing that 7 days a week. So now, after like 3 years of that, I literally started to have like a nervous breakdown. Like I literally started to find that I couldn't remember where things were. When I say nervous breakdown, that's not medically, no doctor has checked me over, right? But what would happen? The symptoms were, let's say it that way, the symptoms were that I couldn't remember where things were. So I'll park the car and I'll come out of the restaurant and I can't find the car. And I'm so upset because I'm like, someone's stolen the car. And I'll go home to, I don't know, do something and I'll find the car is there. Like I've driven the car out of the garage, parked in front of the house, walked to work, and then forgotten that the car's back at the house. Mad things like that I was doing. Mad things like that I was doing. So many times I would take the take-ins for the day. I take the money, I have the take-ins. I had a lockbox in the office. I put the take-ins on top of the lockbox and walk off. Just completely absent-minded. Like the pressure, the continued daily pressure to produce was my downfall, was the thing that did that had me seen as no longer viable there. So, you've got to, if you find that you have a relative or a loved one who is pushing themselves beyond what is normal, beyond what is natural, just slaving themselves out, acknowledge them for what they do bring, what they have brought, how much you appreciate for what they have done. Even if you feel like as though they could have done more, I guarantee you that man is thinking the same thing. Because really and truly, to live a life, you've got all manner of things. You've got time to love, you've got times to laugh, you've got times to live, you've got time to work, you've got time for all manner of activities. But if you're just doing one, that's a problem. The second thing I noticed was just at the end of that clip, he was becoming more and more aggressive. You saw him like he was like sitting up, facing the brother when he was talking to him. Like he had gone from a relaxed pose to a more aggressive stance. That is him trying to protect himself from tearing up. Like he doesn't want to show his vulnerability. So in order to not show your vulnerability, you show your toughness. How you are not vulnerable at all. Even if it's all fake. Like he's not about to do anything on camera. And it's all fake. But if you have a man in your life, or you have a brother in your life, and he's acting all boisterous 24/7, the brother's hurting. The brother's in pain, and you don't even know why. There's a brother who is in the Black Father support group, always ready to fight. Right? He's like 5'3", right? And then another brother, Dr. Les. Now, Les is like the same height as me. No, he's a bit taller than me. He's like 6'2". Brolic brother, right? Like he's not fat. He's kind of just very kind of. He's just chunky. And this other brother, a whole foot shorter than him, like skinny guy. He's trying to square up to his brother Les. And Les is literally laughing in his face because there is absolutely no way on God's green earth are you going to do me any kind of harm. And yet, this brother, he got to a point where he broke down himself. Not that same night, but weeks further on. We all got to see that, yeah, there's a problem with this brother. So, that's the second thing. Let's move on. Let's carry on with the clip, huh? Let's carry on.
What?
Bees, none of us can do it. None of us can do it alone, bro.
Reach out.
Go out.
You
Go,
have
hold
to
on, time out. Go out
change
where?
the narrative.
Go out where?
Go out, talk to people, interact with people. Like, bro, real talk. I'll call us out. Us three. Bro, you be in Miami?
Y'all party. I don't party, bro.
No. We don't party, bro. I'm talking about you have kids, I have kids. Come to my house. We can get bounce houses for the kids. We can sit back on the porch, drink a couple beers, drink some wine, hang out. Like, bro, that's not a normal, successful man's life to sit up in the house like that. Like, you got to find good people. And us three can be good people. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's not, that's not sustainable,
no
bro.
disrespect to what y'all got going on. I've been trying to find good people for so long. I'm tired, bro.
I would say this. It's
tired.
a 100%, bro.
Like-
it's
like-
so okay to be tired,
Like,
though.
I got, you know what I'm saying?
You ain't got nothing left. You ain't got nothing left to give
I'll
people.
tell you this, bro. I'll be it. Like, whatever you need, dog. Like, you just want to talk. Like, I for sure can't hoop with you. I'll go out there and pass that hoe. Like, what we're saying is, bro, like, we want to be those people. Bringing you here wasn't about this. I wanted to talk basketball and hoops. But, dog, folks love you, dog. Nobody want to see you go through this.
I got me a Beasley jersey out the motherfucking house. Because I was down here when he got drafted.
I think the thing is, man, like so many times as black men, we are asked because of talent to carry everybody. We are not made to carry everybody. Black women are asked to carry everybody. They are not made to carry everybody. Dog, it takes a fucking village, bro. And at some point, you gotta have somebody who don't need shit from you, who don't want shit from you, who wanna see you win, man. Like, we don't do this shit for us. Yeah, like you wanna build these things, but it's about these conversations. It's about bringing people on here and letting them tell their story. When Freddie said, man, you could tell your narrative, tell that shit and I'll preach it too. What we saying is, man, don't give up, and we won't give up.
I can't say I know exactly what you're going through, but I've seen a lot of, I've heard a lot of stories and I've seen a lot of guys that have come from our demographic and our background. They really, you know, they fight. They fight and they bust
But
their
everybody
ass.
just sit there and laugh. Like Antoine Walker will go through whatever he go through. Motherfuckers just sit there and make jokes. Allen Iverson was a fucking joke for a while until everybody found out that shit wasn't true. He turned. It's like, bro, no, bro. Being black is so fake right now. It's like motherfuckers only care when it's time for somebody to die and the cameras to show. It's like, bro, motherfuckers is out here showing every fucking day that they need help. It's in the fucking music, and we only listen to it till these fuckers die. It's like, bro, everybody out here need fucking help, and everybody walking around this motherfucker like they got it all together.
Hold up, limitless, take a stomach cap, pinning it. I fought the head to witness it. Get my people feeling militant.
Being a black man in the Western world, being in Africa as a black man, in comparison to what I remember over there, it's a piece of cake. It's a cakewalk over here. It's not perfect. It's not paradise. But in comparison to what I left over here is a piece of cake. Like what he was saying was correct. You know, we could be struggling as black men, and there could be all the signs you can see, right? So in the entertainment and so on and so forth is there.
Don't take my baby. I'm at $13,000 a month. What more do you want from me? Oh.
But no one cares. No one cares. No one gives a damn. The reason why, in general now I'm talking, the reason why when you see homeless men who are begging on the streets, I can guarantee you think of whichever homeless man you can think of. One is begging on the roads. It's most likely to have a dog with him because he knows that people care more about the dog than they care about him as a human being. Like, we are so replaceable, it's a joke. If there's no reason, no. It's like as though the value of a man doesn't exist in that human being called man. It exists in what you can get out of that man, how much you can take from him. Nothing more, nothing less. So that infers that the man himself is totally useless, totally worthless. And that's a hard pill to swallow. That's what a lot of our brothers have to deal with every day, every day. That's what I had to deal with. That's why I moved out here. That was a good reason. That was a big reason why I moved out here. Because I hated feeling like as though I was totally useless. I was totally worthless. And even in getting here and working until I literally couldn't work anymore, the thing that got me better, got me right, got me starting to think clearly again, was that every day I'd go out for a walk on the beach. I joined a local gym, and I was listening to a lot of content that dealt with, you know, uplifting yourself spiritually and mentally. Just that break was enough for me to be able to get my mind right. And you can see in my previous videos how I would like talk and then I would forget what I was saying, or I would have these long pauses where it's just like, I've just gone off. It's crazy. But anyway, this ain't about me, this is about you. So look out for yourself, please, and look out for other brothers. Let's work together and make ourselves small villages for one another. To bring ourselves up, bring our children up, bring our families up, bring our wives up. Let's do that. Unity is a symptom of something. It's a symptom of people working together. You get unity. It's not something you can start. Well, let's be united. No. Let's work together. Let's build together. Unity will appear. You'll have it. Strength will appear. You'll have it. Let's work together and do those things, yeah? All right. This is your brother Mario. Until next time, you take care of yourself and each other. Peace.